we're at the end of our mushroom excursion. I have one final story to share about mushrooms, which is something that happened a couple of years ago on a village green very, very close to where we're standing. One morning when I was walking locally around the green, I found a beautiful puffball just growing at the side of the green, and I thought to myself it would be fun to see what that tastes like. So I went home and put it in a frying pan and ate it. And it had a tangy, not entirely pleasant taste, which made me think, oh, I wonder if I've made a mistake. And you should never do this. I mean, first of all, you should never eat a wild mushroom unless you absolutely know what it is. And secondly, you should never look up anything on Google if you're worried, because it'll just confirm all your worst fears. So Google told me that it's very easy to mistake a puffball for an immature death cap, which of course is one of the most dangerous fungi in the world. I mean, you only have to eat a death cap and you'll be dead within a few hours. And so, having made this discovery that it was just possible that the puffball that I'd eaten wasn't a puffball at all, but was an immature death cap, I of course became extremely worried. And my wife came home at lunchtime and found me quite ashen because I was just in the middle of worrying whether I had, another 3 hours to live. I think she was very sensible and made it clear to me that if I was dying, I'd kind of know that I was dying. And I think I'd kept a bit of the puffball, which she looked at and said, no, that's fine, that's a puffball. But, because she's more sensible than I am. But not before I'd rung a lovely friend of mine, the composer Lawrence Crane, and said to him that this might be our last conversation, but if I survived, I was going to write a piano sonata about my encounter with the puffball, which in fact is what I did. So one positive thing came out of this slightly terrifying encounter with wild fungi. So that's really the lesson of this video. Don't eat wild mushrooms unless you're absolutely sure that they're okay.